an imaginary plane with no physical existence. When we touch paper, we often say, "I touched a surface." But in mathematics, a surface has no thickness. It has only length and width, and its thickness is 0. To say that something is visible means that light reaches it, reflects, and enters the eyes. But something with no thickness has no place to receive light at all. So a mathematical surface is not really something to see, but more like an agreement that exists only in the mind. One step further, and there is the plane, a perfectly flat surface stretching endlessly in all directions. The triangles on walls, paper, and in books are not the plane itself. They are only small pieces that imitate a plane. So when does the invisible plane become a single, definite thing? Imagine placing 3 dots on a sheet of paper. If the 3 dots line up, a line appears before any plane does. The plane is not yet determined. But if the 3 dots are even slightly off that line, the story immediately becomes about a plane. Those 3 points quietly fix one plane that contains them. Straight lines are similar. If 2 lines meet at a point, the plane that contains them is naturally determined. The straight lines do not even have to meet. If they are parallel, the plane that holds them is still naturally determined. In the end, the moment a reference appears, a plane settles into one following that reference. Seen this way, a plane is a rather unfamiliar idea, yet we live accepting flatness as something completely natural. When walking, we check whether the ground is even. A bicycle feels steadier on a flat road. A sports field must be flat for fair play. A desk must be flat so writing stays neat. Like smartphone and TV screens, much of our communication and leisure happens on a flat surface. But the flatness we live with is rarely something nature simply gives. Most of it is the result of someone cutting and shaping it. A plane makes life easier, but that convenience can also mislead us. When the habit of seeing the world only as flat becomes fixed, we miss the space that nature holds. Because of differences in scale and viewpoint, what feels flat to us is often not. A ship on the sea seems to run across a flat ocean, but the coastline is curved and Earth is round. The moment Earth is seen from space, the sense of flatness we relied on dissolves at once, like an ant feeling the ground as an endless plane, while a giraffe from a higher height sees the same ground as more curved. Because a plane is an imagined concept, it carries many philosophical meanings. Flatness, smoothness, horizontality, and predictability make movement and activity easier, supporting social efficiency and economic usefulness. At the same time, a plane can evoke monotony, sameness, and dullness. Calling a suppressed emotional state flat may be borrowing that feeling of erased curves and resonance. It is hard to say that a plane itself is good or evil. A plane is neutral. Its meaning depends on what is placed on it. In the end, flatness is a way of pointing to space. Whether it's literal flatness or flatness used as a metaphor, it rests on the same base, a state made steady by reducing change. Because of that stability, life becomes faster, more precise, and more predictable. Still, it may be necessary at times to step off that unchanging stage for a moment. Only then does it become visible again how three-dimensional the world truly is.